Yeah. Welcome to my studio once again. Today we are going to have a conversation. Yes, my name is Jerry, and you're welcome to my studio. This is Jerry's studio, and here is all about trending issues. Everything that comes my way, I need to talk about. I will talk about it. And today, what am I going to talk about? I just want to talk to you about as a Ghanaian living in Europe, living in the Netherlands for some time now. And I want to dive into an issue that is disturbing me, especially if you are coming from Ghana or from Africa. If you are 40 years and above, please don't travel to Europe. Yes. Yeah, you may be wondering, why am I saying so? Yes, I'm going to get into it very soon. Because traveling into Europe is one of the things that most, almost every average Ghanaians would think when you go to Europe, everything is beautiful, everything, but there is money, there is everything over there. But there is something that you are forgetting. There is something that they may not draw your attention to. If you are young and you come to Europe, you have a future. I can say that for a fact because I've been living here and I know what I'm talking about. If you are very young, assuming your parents are living here in Europe and they brought you here when you were within your teens, you are within your 12, 10 years, or you are a baby, just up to the age of, let's say, 25 to 30 years, and you leave the shores of Ghana or Africa and you come to Europe, the likelihood of you succeeding is greater than if you are above 40 years. Yes, that is the truth. And they will not tell you. And I'm going to explain everything very soon. Some of the challenges, some of the things I've noticed ever since I've moved to Europe is that, especially, when you're coming from an English speaking country like Ghana, there are a lot of challenges you face when you move to Europe. Because when you move to Europe, the only speaking English country is England. When you go to England, Scotland, and those areas, you are rest assured that the language will not be your problem. But when you come to this part of the world, Netherlands, Poland, Germany, just name it, you have a very big struggle because of language barrier. Because as soon as you step into all these countries, you will begin to experience what I'm about to tell you. Because I've gone through it and I know the limitations that are in there. I know what you will face when you find yourself in these kind of countries as an adult when you are above 40 years. Now let me break it down. Let me get into it very carefully because you may be wondering, what am I driving at? Because when I came here, I didn't realize all those things. I did not consider all those things. I did not even put them into my mind that, because I came here because of my wife. I moved here and I've started paying attention to the economic situation in this country, Netherlands. I've realized that as a Ghanaian or as African, if you are above 40 years and you move to this country, one, they don't speak English. So it means you are going to start all over again. You are going to start like a baby. Like a baby in a sense that you are going to start to crawl, first to sit, to crawl, to start taking steps, and to start walking, to start speaking, and to do everything that a baby will go through to become an adult. Now, here is the situation: you are in the Netherlands or you are in any part of the European country whereby you can't speak their language. It's a very big struggle. That will be one of the biggest struggle you will face as soon as you enter these countries. because the language alone will take you some time unless you are very good at languages. If you are good at languages, then you can move faster. But if you're not good at languages, it's gonna take you a long time to catch up with the economic situation in the country, because the country is moving fast. These European countries are always moving fast. They are on their heels. They are not waiting for you. So if you are 40 years and you find yourself here, it's as if you've come to a place whereby you've been put in a condition where you need to run faster than you can ever imagine. All your 40 years you spend back home, you need to catch up as quickly as you can to be able to compete with the citizens of the country. Because one, because of the language, you'll be limited in so many ways. There are a lot of things that you'll be limited to. In terms of getting a good job, you'll be limited to in that aspect. In terms of getting your papers ready, it's going to take you some time. So assuming you are 40 years, by the time you begin to get your document, you may be 45. That is if you come here legally. In the Netherlands, for example, you may be 45 before you'll be able to get your document in full. And within that process too, within the 5 years period too, you have to be able to learn the language, you have to be able to speak and write. And all these years are years that you are not making any sensible money. Because if you need to work, you cannot work full time because of you have to go and learn the language. And if you're a career driven person, it means the language will be one of your most top priority, because one, if you speak the language very well, you will be able to get a very comfortable job to what you are willing for yourself. But if you don't speak the language, it means you get jobs that you are not comfortable with, but you have to do them in order to be able to pay bills. And in doing so, time is going. So by the time you get your documents, you are speaking the language. Let's say you want to get fluent, you want to speak the language fluently and to be able to write and to have a very meaningful conversation with the citizens, then almost your 5 years, or let's say 10 years, is almost gone. And in terms of pension, here is a situation whereby you need to start building up your pension. If you are you are in Netherlands, they started building up pensions when they are 15 or 18 years. They start working to build up pension for the future. So you are here in Europe and you are 40 years and above. One, your energy, your strength is reducing. So I hope you are getting me, you are getting where I'm taking you to. Your strength will reduce. Frustration will start in. If you are not careful, you get depressed but you are looking at a short possible of time for yourself. Let's say give and take. In the Netherlands, for example, you have to work up to 67 years. You have left to work. Your pension, you have to start afresh to build your pension, to start paying for your pension. And within that age too, if you are in the field of you want to work in the office, it means you must have a very good qualification. Very, very good qualification to be able to work in the office, because at that age they expect a lot of experience from you. And if you don't have that kind of experience from where you are coming from, you are equally in trouble. So the age for traveling to Europe as a Ghanaian or as an African is very, very important. As I work with people are the citizens of the country. And when I look at what they do and their age, sometimes it's very, I feel sorry because at that age, they are still working, and some of the jobs that they do are heavy jobs. They are very heavy jobs. If you work in production work, it's a very heavy job. And if the more you are growing, the more your strength is reducing. And when are you going to be able to get money, to be able to finance yourself, to be able to take care of yourself, to be able to have a good beginning for yourself if you are above 40? Then you move to Europe, and you move to Ghana, and you move to the Netherlands or Germany, just name it. I will say don't move. If you are within these age categories, don't move unless your partner or your wife or your husband is in Europe or in America, and then you can move to that person. Is understandable. But for you to move solely because you want to look for greener pastures in Europe or in America, and you're about 40, you are wasting your time. You are going to waste your time. By the time you get your footing, by the time you get yourself grounded into the system, you are almost approaching pension. And the older you are getting, the difficult it's become difficult for you to get a job. So these are some of the things I want to just to share with you, because I've seen a lot of things that I feel sorry for Ghanaians. I feel sorry for like Africans who move to Europe and they are their 40s. They are about to start all over again. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy. It drains you. It will drain you. The system will drain you to the extent that before you are able to get on your feet, then time is far spent. And if what the goals that you have in mind, before you could achieve them, age will catch up with you, and you will not be able to achieve some of the things that you wish to achieve. So my advice is, if you are within your 40s, getting to 45, 50, please stay in your country, focus on what you are doing, put more energy into it, and get successful with it. But thinking that Europe is going to make you rich, it will never make you rich. It will never make you rich. Even if they pay you, you can never be rich than your boss. Because if you come, you are going to work for somebody. And the person you are going to work for, you can never be rich than that person. They are going to pay you salary. And if you are earning salary, you will never be rich. Because that will be the main focus of you traveling. You just want to make some good sums of money. And here is the situation. You find yourself here, and you are not able to, within your 5 or 10 years, you are not able to find yourself. How much more when you get a job? When you get a job, your strength is going down. Everything about you is reducing, because the more you are growing, the more your strength reduces. If it's an office job, before you are able to get the standard certificate, it takes time. Because in Europe, they are moving at a fast pace. They are really, really moving fast. So if you are from Africa or Ghana, to be specific, please, if you are within your 40s and you have a job back home, stick to the job. Make it work. Whatever business you are running, let it work. If you move to Europe, you are going to regret it, because the situation here is not like what you think. Wherever you are is far better. It's far better. Make sure you work towards your goals wherever you find yourself, wherever you are in your country. Let it work. Let whatever you are doing work. First, think, go down, do research, think about whatever you want to do in your country. Let it work. When you come to Europe, I'm telling you, You will not find it easy. You will not find it easy at all. It could lead you into depression. If you're not careful, you end up thinking too much. So that is what I want to share with you guys today from the studios of Jerry. My life in the Netherlands is what I'm telling you. It's not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy. So let us just make it work in Africa. Thank you for today. I'm out. Bye for now.